But first, my favorite segment, and Laura's favorite segment.
Oh, yes, it's a revival of the revival. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, revival of the revival. This is my segment that I call Smart People Saying Dopey Things About Real Estate. And I put it on hold for a while because I just got so into taking the calls on these shows, but it was a big week of smart people saying dopey things. And so the reason for this is that I want to bulletproof you a little bit, because there are just a lot of people out there that I guess because they live in houses, they think they know about the housing market. You know, and so they get out there, they go on television, they never on the radio, never on this station, but if you have turned on your TV in the last 2 weeks, you've heard some of this, and I'm going to play a clip for you now that is a montage of MSNBC, CNBC, Fox News, ABC News, all the major news stations talking about the housing market. So please play that for me now.
And you say double dip?
Almost ensures a double dip in housing.
It's a lot of people are looking for that, maybe that double dip.
We are in the middle of a double dip.
Pessimistic housing news this week and concerns that there could be a double dip in housing. They're calling for a double dip in housing.
Growing likelihood of a double dip downturn in the housing market.
What I'm worried about is the second part of the double dip downturn.
There's no surprise that we're in the early stages of a double dip. Banks are creating the double dip. So this double dip that we're seeing. Double dip.
I've been worried about a double dip. I know it's not looking like it right now, but we still have a lot of problems in the housing market.
So
was
that's
that all
beautiful.
this week? Come on.
That was all the last 10 days, yeah. Hilarious. It's almost like some evil scientist implanted a chip in all their brains and sent out the signal that we're going to talk about the double dip this week, and they all follow suit. Here's the thing. I looked up double dip, and the only reference that I can find in the dictionary for double dip is talking about like nachos. Yeah. Well, I found the nachos.
Oh,
yeah.
Seinfeld, right.
Seinfeld, right. So this is not about that. So I assume what they mean is that the market declines, and then it recovers, and then it declines again, the double dip, okay? There is no such thing as a recovery in this market right now. There has not been one yet. So the first thing I want to say is, how can there be a double dip if there hasn't been a recovery? What I see out there is this incessant need to scare the heck out of people. I don't know where it comes from, but we've all been living through this housing crisis now for a number of years, right? 3 years, going on 4 years, and it's almost like a dull pain. It's like we broke our arm, and it's like healing slowly, and it still hurts, but we're getting used to the pain. And what they're basically saying is, well, we want to break the arm again. It's not painful enough. They want to get us all freaked out all over again. So let's all jump into the double dip recession, double dip housing market conversation. And the reason I bring this up is that can have an impact on you, and that can shut you down to opportunities. There is no double dip. It's still the same dip. It's one big dip. You know about this already. Your arm has already been broken for 4 years. You're already used to the pain. You're aware of it. Nothing about what they're talking about right now is new. And it's not a good thing to scare people into hiding again. This economy is trying to recover. And you know what? I want it to recover for you. I want it to recover for me. If it's not going to recover for everybody, let the individuals out there that have the guts and sort of the Teflon, like a buildup of Teflon, where they're not going to let the negative media message and the nonsense going on in Washington, not going to let it stick to them. They're going to do what they know is right, and they're going to go and take care of their future and take care of their kids and do all the right things. And what it reminds me of is, I was at opening day parade at White Plains, New York for the Little League. I'm a coach of my son's. He's 6 years old. It's really cute. So we had opening day in baseball, and I thought about the idea that I know a lot of guys who are real baseball fanatics. They act like they know baseball. They sit there in the armchair and they watch baseball games, all season long for years and years. And they played back in the day. But they think they know more than the coach, and they talk about, the stats and what pitcher should come in and who they should bat here and who they should bat there. And I don't doubt that they know something about it, even a lot about it. But if they had a conversation, a debate with somebody who played in the major leagues for 20 years, and they disagreed, I'd believe the major league player. I'd say, there's only so far that you can get if you're sitting in the chair watching it on TV. There's only so much knowledge you actually have. And if somebody actually experienced it and they say different, I'm going to go with them. So I'm that guy, okay? I'm 20 years in the real estate business. I've done everything in this business. I've run a big real estate company, 5,000 real estate transactions a year that we did. I ran a commercial real estate company, mortgage company. I'm actually not running those companies anymore because I started this new company, Own America, because I think this point in history is so important to get out there and talk about what opportunity is next in the housing market as an investment. But don't listen to the armchair quarterbacks in housing. They live in a house, And so they have, I thought about giving it a name, like housing expertitis or something, some disease they have where they just want to believe that they know this, even though they don't know it. They just live in a house. They go to work in a building, and so they think they know real estate as a result of being inside of some real estate now and then. So don't let them get to you. There's no double dip. There's one big dip. You already know about it. Nothing new here. Don't let them renew the pain and the fear.